Hello. Hello, guys. What's up? How are we doing? Welcome back to another episode of Let's Be Real with Jonathan in Style. Guys, I am so happy because our podcast is doing well. It's doing some numbers. And every time I'm starting an intro, I'm just so appreciative of the fact that I still have few people watching me, and gradually we are going to expand. Gradually, we are going to double, triple. We are going to get a lot of views and a lot of subscribers. So if you have not yet subscribed to this channel, subscribe to this channel, give this video a thumbs up, leave your comments in the comment section down below. I have found that people don't like watching intros. So these days, I'm going to do my possible best to do the intros very short, very, very short, so that we go straight into the topic that we are coming to discuss. On Let's Be Real, we discuss topics people are afraid to discuss. On Let's Be Real, we keep it real. We are going to love you. We are going to cherish you, but you will be guarded. Okay? Today, we are talking about a trending topic. Something that has been trending on TikTok for some days now. The Danish Deception. And I am sure most of you have seen it. A friend of mine told me to go watch it, and I was just a little bit skeptical as to why I should watch it, because what's the point of watching it? But some of us, we too love gists. Our ears sweet us. We want to go where the story is. We want to gather something so that we can get something to talk about. And that brings us here today to today's episode of Let's Be Real.
Nice try. Let's be real. Well, you bitches wanna look like me.
So the Danish Deception is a story, a real life story by a Nigerian American who fell in love with a Danish man. And according to her description, the man is fine and she really loves the man. And, in all the episodes, you could just tell how she really admire and adore this man. But this is where things get tricky, and this is where things get out of hands. This man we are talking about was scamming this lady low-key, and it was as if she didn't know the man was scamming her. The man was scamming her and scamming her family members on top of it. And I couldn't sit through all the episode because it wasn't as if this woman or this lady is trying to call out this scam. The way she was talking, it was as if the man come today and apologize, she's going to take the man back and continue living with this man. There are a whole lot of things that came in mind. We are talking about, let's just say the person was black too, just like herself. Would you have trusted a black man with so much money? Because why on earth, tell me, why on earth are you giving a man who you are not married to $50,000? Why? Some of you, I don't know how you think, but I get it. And I saw a commentary on TikTok, and in the comment section, I think Jorinda was saying that why on earth will you give a man $50,000? And people are saying, oh, but you like it when a man gives you $50,000. Of course. Why are you a man? Since we're going to live by the rules, let's live by it. You are a man. You are the provider. You are supposed to be provided. I don't think any woman should give a man $50,000. Now, this reminds me of Regina and Ned's issue. That Regina was saying that her daughter gave Ned $50,000 for election. That was just by the way. It's okay if you are married to the person and you know this person has comfort for you. They've been taking care of you. They've been helping you. They've been doing everything they have to do to take care of you. And there is an instance they need help. That is a different situation. But this is your boyfriend. This is your boyfriend who is not even helping you. And according to her, and by how she was talking, it was as if she was carrying the whole relationship in her hands. She was so excited. I've gotten a white man. Okay, so I am finally going to be accepted by the society. It's not even, I'm finally going to be respected by the society. I'm dating a white man. I adore biracial relations. Don't get me wrong. There are some beautiful biracial relationships out there that people look up to. But the way this girl was talking, it didn't sound as if this girl was looking for help. It sounded as if I want my man back. I'm not going to bore you with a lot of talking, but there is this particular video I want you guys to watch. And I think this sets the tone. And it is by Dr. Z. And I lifted it straight from Dr. Z's, TikTok. And I feel like she summarized it and she gave her opinion and she gave her advice. So let's just get straight into it and then watch what Dr. C had to say about this whole fiasco.
Based on popular request, I am going to provide my commentary on the Danish Deception, a Nigerian American lady who got scammed because of her desperate desire to marry the type of white man that fit into her fairy tale idea of love. Part one of
Thank
my
you, Dr.
commentary
Z.
is going to focus on race and the dynamics of how race played into her entire deceptive love story. Onyeka is suffering from a concept postulated by biracial African-American scholar Ralina Joseph. This concept is known as transcending blackness, even though the initial argument of transcending blackness relates to the struggles of biracial people with a black parent. I am using the concept of transcending blackness in the sense that being black is perceived as something negative, and so some black people try to overcome that by consuming and inculcating a lot of white values, white norms, white social capital, white cultural capital, so that they do better in life, especially within the context of America. And my assertion is supported by the fact that if you look at her friendship groups, she has a lot of white friends. Apparently, she follows problematic black people like Candace Owens. So I hope you get the picture that I'm trying to paint. Now, let me bring it back to her dating choices and why I say that she's suffering from transcendent blackness. Onyeka is of the view that she's better than the typical black person in America.
Yes,
she's better than the typical black woman in America. She is thin and fit, therefore she falls into the Eurocentric or white beauty standards. The way she even described her ex-husband when she first saw him, she said he looked like a model in a Calvin Klein magazine. Again, that is indicative of how much she has consumed a lot of white cultural capital. Because she believed that she has transcended blackness, she's not the average black woman, she deserves to be with a white rich man who has royal ties, an Olympian, a successful businessman, has blue eyes, blonde hair. She is deserving of a man like that. That is because of what? The way she has consumed a lot of white cultural capital, white social capital, and her friendship group being mainly white. She believed that she was deserving of that type of man. Other aspect of her story that fits into the dating culture of white women is the fact that when they reconnected the second time and she met him at the airport, they started making out at the airport, and the moment they got into the hotel, she had sex with him multiple times. Also, she was the first person to say that I love you. She was also the first person to indicate that I want to marry you. You are somebody I want to spend the rest of my life with. And I believe that these are all dating cues among white women. And I say this because those choices did not reflect anything about her Nigerian background. Also, she got married to her ex-husband secretly without her parents knowing. Meanwhile, she had consistently said that she was close to her parents and she has a Nigerian background. And these are the reasons why I said Onyeka is suffering from transcendent blackness, because the way she approached her entire dating life ties back to white dating cues and culture. As a sociologist analyzing the choices she made, it's an indicative of the fact that she did not even respect her Nigerian background like she claims she's a proud Nigerian. She did not respect her family enough to tell them what she was doing. Finally, her remarks about the woman that was seen with her ex-husband when her friend told her is telling, and it reveals the fact that she feels she has transcended blackness, because she said the way the woman was described, she looked like a sex worker and she was a 1 out of 10.
And she was getting home because she lives in the residences, and she saw my ex with a woman that, let me just say, based on the way she was described to me, I would think she was a street hooker, 100%.
Let me just pause this and say this. You see, her mannerisms in the video, the way she's talking, at this point, she's sounding so jealous. She's sounding so I don't know why Oneka, decided to come and tell us this story. Are you bereaved? Are you looking to catch this scammer and take your money? Or you are looking for this scammer to come back and tell you that I have apologized. Take me back. I want you back. Is that because people like this, they get scammed over and over and over again? These are the kind of women who stay in marriages, even when they are beating them to death because of societal standards. And I think Dr. Z has done a lot of explanation. Dr. Z really went there with this. And the reason why I lifted her video and decided to play to you guys is because he is the best person to break this thing down. That is why I decided to bring her video. Now let's continue to, watch whatever Dr. Z has to say.
With her, and he was holding her jacket and getting cash out of the ATM at 2:15 in the morning.
Rating the lady as a 1 out of 10,
the best,
is an indication that she felt that she is a better black woman. And I do not know the race of the lady, but I am guessing the lady is black. She's more curvier, and perhaps she was wearing mainstream fashion, like Fashion Nova outfits, and therefore her white friend who saw them told her that, oh, the lady looks so scandalous, she might be a sex worker.
Can you imagine?
If we're going to rate her beauty, she was 1 out of 10. That needs to tell you that Onyeka is suffering from transcendent blackness. She believes that by virtue of being thin, falling into the white beauty standards, having white friends, and inculcating and assimilating white culture, white social capital, and also believing that she has Eurocentric etiquettes makes her better
nonsense
than the average black woman in America. From the standpoint of a racial analysis, these are the reasons why she became a perfect victim to be scammed by her Danish husband. My name is Dr. Zira. I'm a sociologist. Make sure you watch the part 2, which is going to be a gender.
Thank you so much, Dr. Z. This is the best commentary I have seen on this topic ever since it dropped. And like Dr. Z said, you can go to Dr. Z's TikTok and then go look for the part 2. I'm not going to put the part 2 in my video, otherwise it's going to be too long. But what I want to say is this woman didn't sound like someone who wants her money back, someone who is looking to get this man arrested. She sounded very much like, I want my husband back. That's how she sounded. And I just couldn't sit through the whole episode because I'm like, nah, I cannot even feel sorry for you. I can't feel sorry for you. And there is this clip that I saw of when she was going to pick her ex-husband's mom from the airport. And it was just so funny to even look at. It was so funny and so embarrassing. No matter what you think, with me, I never feel like loving in a relationship should be 50-50. It should never be 50-50. I feel like the masculine, the one who is playing the masculine role should love the feminine person more than they love them. So the masculine, so in this context, the man should love the woman more than the woman loves the man. I just basically believe like that's how it should work. And in peer relationship, it should be the same thing, So that is what I believe. But in this case, it's looking like Oneka actually loved this man more than the man loves her. That's why he was able to scam her. And just like Dr. Z said, it's just embarrassing. It's just embarrassing to see some of the videos. And I'm like, girl, why would you allow yourself to go through this?
Picked up some flowers for Martin's mom, and I got my son. Time to head to the airport. My favorite part.
Please. This is a serious matter. This is a serious matter. I mean, this girl needs to see a therapist because what the hell, Lee? And it's looking like the woman is part of the scam. And I don't really believe that's the guy's mom. Well, she can be the mom and she can still be part of the scam. Guys, that brings us to the end of today's video. It's just a lot. It's a lot. I just hope that this topic, this Danish deception topic, has been well discussed. It's on TikTok and it's a lot of episodes. You can go and binge watch all of them, but I am not doing that because it was irritating me. So let me know what you all think in the comment section. And yeah, let's get into it. Till we meet again, it's a bye for now.